Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the next set of levels for Dr. Mario World. And first off, we're just opening up two new doctors. One is Dr. Baby Wario, but the second one is, of course, Dr. Blooper, the brand new doctor. And his skill is similar to Kamek's, where it fills faster, but it only eliminates two of the most populated colored viruses. So it can definitely come in handy, and I think it'd be a lot better in versus mode than in the stage mode. But anyways, we're going to use them as much as we can here today. I believe we use them in 3 of the levels, and I had a lot of trouble with the levels today in this video specifically. And some of that was just because of Blooper. I think 2 of them. Actually, I think just 1 of them I beat in my first try with Blooper, and the rest took a while. This one wasn't too bad. It would definitely be easier with someone other than Blooper. Basically, it's the electric box stage. Pretty self-explanatory. You're making your way through. A Blooper can definitely be helpful, like there. He left a spot open for a blue capsule to go into, which is very helpful because then you don't have to actually hit one of the viruses yourself. It saves some capsules there. So remembering just to pick the correct side when you're going like that. And also I'd recommend the middle column of electric boxes to not leave too many up top, because otherwise you'll have to build back to them later. As you can see, I'm using these blues here to get rid of the middle section. And now we move down to the bottom. Again, we got 1 on both sides hit, so we can bring down single red capsules to do the work here. Now I know this is kind of boring to watch, but I let this capsule fall here so that I can use a single capsule to get in between the reds. And this is the best strategy to beat this level. Again, with any other character it would be a lot easier. Bloopers doesn't specifically come in a lot of handy. I don't even think that sentence made a lot of sense, but either way, I also should have tried to get underneath the the crates and the electric box there, so that I didn't have to clear them all separately. But luckily I had enough capsules remaining to do it anyways. So just getting some colors lined up, moving on to the final one, just checking to see which colors I have. Like I said, this one didn't give me too much trouble. There were 2 levels that really stuck out as difficult, although one did give me a lot of trouble and it really shouldn't have. But I did end up beating that one with Blooper. Again, a lot of this won't really make a lot of sense, so I guess I'll just wait until we get to that point. I'll also point out right now that they stopped making, as you can see in my thumbnail, I kind of had to make it myself. They stopped making them like that, so from now on, I really like having my thumbnails be consistent, so I'll have to start making those on my own. And I don't own Photoshop or anything, so I had to use a pretty poor app to cut out Blooper, so you can probably tell that he isn't cut out very well due to my own fault using my finger to do it and the app itself. But I'll have to do that from now on. Just letting you know that if you don't know where the image came from, I had to make that myself. Anyways, moving into this level, I got rid of the bottom right away. I thought that would be the best move. I guess I don't know if it actually is the best move, but I think it's an alright strategy. And then on this one side, you can see I'm trying to build up to hit these blocks all together. And I only did it on one side, which means I'll have to go to the other side a bit later to hit the rest of the blocks. But I guess I should have also factored in that I will be going in the middle at some point anyways. So hitting this block this many times isn't completely necessary. But this was also my first try on the stage, so if I would have had another try, I think I would have been a bit more smart about it. But I guess I never even realized either, you don't have to get rid of the viruses. I think that I thought I did. But you only need to get rid of all of the blocks so the coins are revealed. And maybe there are blue coins behind every virus, so you technically do have to get rid of them all. I'm not entirely sure. Just know that you have to get rid of all the blue coins as well, and those are most likely behind a lot of the viruses. That red one has moved, so that does not have a blue coin behind it, which would mean that I never have to get rid of that red one, But I think I still do because I didn't realize until just now that the viruses were not necessary to clear the stage. I guess just keep that in mind for the bubbled viruses towards the bottom. But now you kind of have to work your way into the middle here. They force you to work your way underneath because of the blocks and the fans up top. But there are some bombs in the middle of it that kind of help out with that. And I was hoping that those would be yellows there, but unfortunately they were not. But the rainbow capsule makes it easy to correct my mistake. And now I kind of just need a good way to get to that yellow bomb, and then all the viruses down there will be taken care of. And then I just need to go on the side here and get rid of the rest of the blocks. Again, I should probably go for the bomb first and then see which blocks are remaining. And there are also some blue coins that are behind some of the viruses that I have yet to get. There was one, oh, I guess, so both of the remaining blue coins are both underneath that. And now I just have this final block to get rid of. And I don't remember how well do I do. Oh yeah, I thought that it was over. So I started clearing it to get some more points, and then I realized that there was more, which kind of freaked me out because I wasn't sure if I was going to get the right stuff. But luckily I was able to use these blues that I have here. Oh wait, no, I use the yellows and then bring the blues down, right? Yeah, and then I use the blue capsule on their last capsule there to do it. So yeah, I used all my capsules. Again, that was my first try. So another try would have been a bit more stylish, maybe. I don't know. Now we're moving into the stage that I found to be the hardest. And if you have Lemmy, this stage was probably not even a problem. Also, I just realized I skipped the beginning there. I'm sorry about that. But basically, I'm using Dr. Fire Peach, and then the Bullet Bill, and the King Boo. But just so you know, neither of them triggered, as far as I know. So that they weren't really important anyways. I guess assistants don't really matter. You can still do it. And I'm really surprised I was actually able to do it. Basically, my strategy was to go for one line of coins here. And you can see some of my strategy in that by getting some single capsules together, hoping that they give me some double capsules. The more they give you those, the better you do. And maybe it would be a good idea to bring in like Dr. Baby Daisy if you're going for that. I don't know. I never tried it, but again, Lemmy just does amazingly because he gets rid of the coins and the barrels. So any barrels and coins you have left, he will just demolish, which just takes away those two sides completely, and all you have to go for is the viruses in the middle. Now Dr. Peach kind of does the opposite, where she goes for the viruses first, and then you have a chance for her to go after the coins. And if she just doesn't go for the coins, you're probably screwed. There's almost no way you're going to win. Okay, I just realized, I believe my King Boo actually did trigger. Which means when you get down to 5 capsules, they give you 5 more or something like that. Yeah, so you can see as I bring that one down, I move to 10 capsules. So I want to reiterate, I bring in King Boo, which allowed me to do that. At least I think it's King Boo, otherwise it's regular Boo. Whichever one does that skill. Either way, I got lucky and Dr. Fire Peach hit that last row, and I think I had just enough points to do it. I was definitely kind of close. Every single time I played this before, I'd gotten 1 star. I'd never gotten 2 stars before. And I cut all the way to 3 stars. And I was very surprised because I was thinking for a while that I might have to end up waiting until I get Lemmy to actually 3-star that stage. Because I seriously didn't know what I would be able to do. Or like I would use some boosters to do it. So yeah, you can see here I was using King Boo. That's the right one. As I was saying, I could use some boosters to do it now and then gone back to it later after I got Lemmy. But seriously, I was not sure if I was going to beat that one. And I think I got super, super lucky. So if you don't have Lemmy, just know you can get lucky to do it. But you're going to have a rough time. That took me a while to do. And I got pretty much a perfect round, I suppose. And if my bullet bill would have triggered at any point, I think that would have went for an even better round, as long as it had gotten the coins afterwards. But this level is much easier compared to that last one. Basically, you're getting everything here. All the blocks need to be hit a certain time, a certain amount of times, I mean. And all the color crates need to go, all the viruses need to go. And Blooper's skill kind of doesn't help out because the viruses are placed in a way to help you clear out both the blocks and the colored crates. So if anything, a lot of the times Blooper does the opposite of what you want, which can be annoying. There are some instances where some viruses are kind of in the way, and if you happen to get lucky with this skill, that would work out. Basically what I'm saying is all these levels are worse with Blooper, as usually my character showcases go, which is always unfortunate. But I'm always happy to have been able to use them as many times as I can. I'll probably never use them ever again. I like Kamek a little bit better anyways. But I like the idea of having Blooper in, I suppose. He's one of the cooler Mario enemies. I'm kind of talking about this just because I think this stage is pretty self-explanatory. And my gameplay is pretty self-explanatory as well. This is my first week of college, and a lot of the classes so far have just been talking about the syllabus, which has allowed me to have plenty of time to play my games still. I don't know what it's going to be like in future classes and weeks. I know one of my teachers said I need at least 6 hours a week outside of school just to do the work, and that's just for one class. So I'm not entirely sure how much time I'm going to have, but I guess I got lucky with this first week that I'm able to make these videos now. Still, these are the only 2 Dr. Mario World videos coming out today, and then tomorrow the other 2 I assume will come out. I've been playing these levels and recording them as I go, so I haven't beaten any levels past this set today. And speaking about this set, we're into the final level here. This one actually took a while for me, and I don't think it's possible with Blooper. I bring in Wario. I didn't show that in the video, but I do just switch out Wario. The assistants are still the same. And also I get an extra 3 capsules here, which you may say help me to win. But as you'll see at the end, I end with 3 capsules, so technically I would have done fine anyways. I'll point that out when we get to the end, but just know, even though I got those extra 3, they did not contribute to my victory. So, if you don't get any double yellows or double reds, you're going to have to do this part manually, hitting one of each of the floating viruses, and then getting in between the rest to hit them. And they'll usually move pretty close to each other, and at that point you just need to hit the rest of them. For this very first part, basically just try and line up the floating viruses however you can and clear them out as quickly as you can. Make sure that they don't leave any too much towards the top before the stage starts scrolling, otherwise you'll probably get a game over. But some of the floating viruses also go in between these bottles or whatever they are that spawn in the cannons in this level. So you can get lucky and get a cannon in the middle, and that will just take care of that for you. Otherwise you might need to manually get in between those, and that can be kind of annoying sometimes. I think that was the cause of my loss in a few tries on this level, I mean. So if you can deal with those whenever you can, I would suggest doing that, because it's not entirely likely that a cannon will spawn in the middle for you. It can happen, but it also cannot happen. And now once you're down to this point, we're about to get to the point where the stage stops scrolling, and now you kind of need to go for the the coins, I mean. And sometimes the cannons will go in a place that will easily allow you to get the coins, like right there. But for this entire left side, I'm going to have to do it manually. If you get luckier placements, you'll have a much easier time with this level. If you don't, as you can see here with this video, you can still beat the level. So I'll show you how to do that here in a second. I have a lot of yellows that I don't really need. So I'm going to just start working towards this way. getting rid of the blue one first, and then moving to the red one. And basically you're just doing that all the way over. I'll get the red, then the blue, and then the yellow. And then all those coins will be cleared, and then the next set of coins will open up, and you'll use some of the cannons and some of the frozen viruses at the bottom to deal with those. And then the final row of coins will open up. And at that point with Blooper I would lose, and a few times with Wario. I didn't make it that far. That's probably as far as you'll get a lot of the times. If you bring in someone like Dry Bowser, maybe it could go a bit better. I mean, you could get rid of that bottom row as soon as you get a skill. I'm not sure when a skill would be triggering though in this level. You get it quite a few times. You get a lot of points from this one, but I'm just not entirely sure how helpful he would be. But now I've gotten through that set of coins finally. Like I said, now I need to go for this next set of coins. And also kind of saving the bottom row of viruses as well to actually hit the final coins as well. If you get rid of all of them right away, then you might not have anything to use on those final coins. Just keep that in mind. It's not completely necessary, but they definitely come in handy on getting those final coins. And if you, like here I have a lot of cannons. Sometimes you don't get that many placed, but when you do have this many cannons on the ready, it definitely makes for an easier level. And as you can see, I have 3 stars already, so I don't need any points from the capsules. And I'm going to do it with the next 3 capsules here. So the extra 3 that Toad gave me were not necessary. Again, I just want to reiterate that my strategies here were sound. And there we go. So that set of levels, or those, wait, this set of levels is done now. Again, I had a lot of troubles, not only just because I was using Blooper, but because there were 2 very hard levels in here, in my opinion at least. Again, with Lemmy, it would probably be a breeze. So hopefully you have Lemmy for that one. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, tomorrow I'll have the other 2 levels up. And I'll see you then. Goodbye.